just do like I do. I always go straight down the firepower, right? Well,
Well,
I
yeah.
get
I
protect.
mean, that's the obvious progression in tanks, but up here at tier 4, it takes so fucking long, and you can't hurt anybody with the shells you have now, so it takes forever compared to anywhere. Fucking Tiger 2s don't have that problem. Their stock rounds are absolutely amazing. And people wonder why everybody's saying the Tiger 2 OP is OP. It's because of this shit right here. 235 millimeters of penetration with a stock round that frags as well as it does. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm
See, if I'd had that low,
so fucking tired of these American guns underperforming. I'm just
they do get the Sabot rounds later, though.
the Sabot rounds, unless that I mean that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. I'd be okay with Sabot rounds and APCR rounds. I'm fine with that because they don't frag very well. But the stock rounds that the Americans get, they don't frag either. It's just a solid shot. At least with this gun, and it's the same thing with the Jumbo, which I have aced, which took fucking forever, by the way. The stock round is actually pretty okay, but its penetration is so fucking low. It's just unreliable. And I mean, I guess they make up for it by having APCR, but you have to grind out the APCR, and it takes forever in a tier 4 vehicle to grind that shit out.
Yeah, well, the M61 on the Jumbo, like not the premium but the normal one, it does less penetration, but I guess it frags better. It's the APCPC.
Yeah, that's
And your
that's
stock,
what I'm talking about. Like that is pretty okay. It's kinda the same deal with the M36, but the problem with this tank and this round, you run into the same issues that I'm talking about with the M4A3E276 round. Granted, the armor on this thing is pretty terrible, but I can imagine having a battle rating that's consistently 6.7 with a 90mm gun with its reload that's pretty mediocre and okay accuracy, I guess. Like, it even gets a solid shot as its fucking standard round. How the fuck do they expect us to deal any damage to the Tiger 2s with this shell? You're gonna bounce all fucking day, and even when you do penetrate, you're not gonna deal any fucking damage. The M82 shell compensates for this, but its penetration is lower. Like, I don't fucking get the logic behind everything they've done with these tanks. It's just
no, well, that's the only way I can think to deal with it besides raging, which I'm trying not to do because I damaged my desk earlier, is it's an open beta, fucking,
how long is it gonna be in open beta?
until our wallets are empty and they don't get any more money out of it.
Yeah, and then they're gonna be like, okay, now we're gonna just. I just fucking. I can't fucking deal with it. I'm just.
Well, what were you driving?
When the British tanks come out, I better have some fucking variety in the type of tanks I'm fighting, because I'm so fucking tired of going into realistic battles with my fucking American tanks, fighting alongside the Germans, fighting against the Russians, and having the Russians absolutely break our butts. They're balancing every single nation around the Russians, and they're not touching their Russian tanks and vehicles at all. They might be changing some of the flight models a little bit, but I can't remember the guy's name, but there's a guy on YouTube who analyzes the flight models of every single plane. The I-185 is overperforming. The I-16 is overperforming. The MiG-3 is overperforming. The only planes that are kind of sort of not overperforming are the Yak-9s, and that's only because once they get above about 4K meters, all of their performance starts to fall off. But in realistic and sim battles, that fucking doesn't matter because you can't see anybody from that altitude. Everybody's going to be low and looking up and looking for dots.
Yeah.
So it's irrelevant, the plane's performance at altitude.
People that I know that do stuff is you got Mags, Jingles used to be on there, but he hasn't played a lot of War Thunder lately.
That's because he's so fucking tired of War Thunder's bullshit like the rest of us are. The problem is he's older and his patience level isn't as high as ours. I'm running out of patience for this game, is what's happening right now. But I'm ready. Let's go do some more fucking punishment, because I need to be in a shittier mood, right?